Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today I'm going to be going over the Bearded Lady event in which the Lady Ironbead is added into the game. So let's get over to her card. She is an epic, so we will be able to get brown-blue trait stones for 200 glory each this week. Really good for trading up things like Emperor Corvash or a behemoth. You will also be able to use it on things such as Ferris Ra if you happen to have one. So as far as Lady Ironbead, she deals a lot of damage to a single target and does triple if she has a higher armor than them. She also gains 5 armor every single cast, though this 5 armor does not count towards the boost ratio. Like if she has 1 armor, the enemy has something like 3, that boosted 5 will not make her do triple damage. It'll be slightly short and will not do the triple, it'll just do the single amount. It does the damage and then it does the armor boost, so you can't get it up that way. Stats are pretty average on it, and just a little bit higher on the armor than HP or anything else, of course, because she's actually utilizing that armor on her ability. And as far as traits, there aren't really anything too noteworthy. Reinforce does come in handy sometimes, though. The main thing that Reinforce actually does, as far as any troop, she's actually one of the best with it, mainly because if you're up against a 0 armor and you also have 0 armor, this Reinforce at the start of your turn will bring you up to 1 armor, and that'll be enough for you to be able to get the triple damage off. But for the most part, you really don't need to get any traits with her. If you do, you don't need any further than the Reinforced. You don't really need the armor trait. You can just set her back and not really tank with her. There's much better tank options available. So let's go over now and do a couple teams with it. Go into whatever our 3 trophy is, and let's actually go for this one yet first, the Dwarf Squad. Apothecary is actually somewhat decent this week, or actually it's pretty much always pretty decent, but we can actually use it a little bit more as a tank simply because it has so much HP and armor. Doesn't have anything that boosts it up, but she'll be able to cleanse and she'll be able to give us all of the mana generation that we need without really wasting a slot on our team, so that'll help out quite a bit. We'll go straight away for the Bone Dragon while getting some other colors. We did set our banner to a brown-purple here, mainly so we can get Bone Dragon. Unfortunately, he does get that Entangle, so we may need to switch to start getting Apothecary up. Apothecary will give us the cleanse that we need in order to remove that. She'll also give the brown that we need to be able to get the Bone Dragon, so we can just focus on her now. Won't be able to get all of our mana, so we'll just take that until we get some kind of alignment. Let's see, will it give us blue right there? Yes, it will. So now we need a Surge. And nope, we do not get the Surge. We do get a random Skull, though. He's going to start on Dragon Soul and start spamming out all the dragons there. As long as we can get Apothecary or Bone Dragon up this turn, we should be good to go, though. And yes, we can go for the Apothecary, and depending on what color it removes, actually it's going to take the Skull, so we don't even need to worry about that. We can do that right on something like the purple, and we're good to go for winning the battle then. So of course she is a little bit lesser on the tankiness due to her lack of traits in it, but she does have the ability to give us that much needed mana generation, giving both of their mana all the way up in the cast. There was blues we could have taken, but we already had full mana. And yeah, so we'll just keep poking the skulls. The Stone Skin, forgot it has Stone Skin, probably could have tapped it right there, but we'll just save it now and just kill it with the AoE off of either the red or the yellow, either of which we could take. Actually, we could take both at once if we really wanted to. Yes, we will, just to remove more off the board. Ideally, we'd want purple to brown alignment, but it did just remove the the brown, so we won't really be able to do that. But it will be enough damage to kill it. And one good thing about this is that damage will be enough to actually bring these into one-shot range, because previously, at least this late in the game, they're not always within one shot. So now we'll be able to easily just clear them all out. And of course, we'll pretty much always have a higher armor than them, and we can just kind of go from there. Full AoE actually works pretty well with Lord or Lady Ironbead, mainly because it'll reduce down their armor. So any kind of troop that can hit all enemies for physical damage tends to be pretty good. Of course, Bone Dragon is pretty good with her because it brings their armor all the way down to 0, so you can just Bone Dragon one of them, then have her kill it, as well as the fact that Bone Dragon would kill 1 or 2 of the enemies. So it works for a pretty decent synergy. Okay, so I guess we'll just go a little bit on Apothecary. Don't really have anything that we can kill out with at the moment. And of course, we're still frozen on it, so hopefully we'll be able to remove it. I'm going to take this blue instead of the extra turn. Not only are we losing the turn, but I'm doing this so we can get more mana, which will, of course, get her all the way up. If we would have taken the 4 times, that wouldn't have been enough. So all we have to do now is use Bone Dragon, and then that is the match Looks like, oh, a bone dragon almost killed it. If it hit enough skulls, it would have. Luckily, it did not, and actually, yeah, we'll go for it. And it should be a match right there, as long as it doesn't revive. And there we go. Oh, that skull and still didn't kill it, but luckily there was another one just laying around to go for the kill. So, let's get into the next team now. And this one was actually suggested by Bridget on the stream last night, and it's of course just using the Gorgulfa Kristarnex Dragon Soul, and then we put a Lady Ironbeard in the back of it. Works pretty nice with the triple combo there, because we have the tank, a tank, and of course the Dragon Soul, which synergizes pretty well with the double combo. Pretty much all three of the troops that can be used with essentially almost any team in the game. But yeah, Gorgulfa, you definitely want to try to get a Gorgulfa this week. It is pretty much the best assisting troop in the entire game, other than maybe Dragon Soul, because you can put it with anything. The only really bad downside with the Gorgulfa is it's not that good without it being fully traded, but once it gets fully traded, it's not only one of the tankiest troops in the game, it is also one of the best mana generators in the game. So definitely do consider using some of your keys on it, event keys, as it is the only legendary currently in the event key drop pool. So we'll go for the green here, get a little bit of purple, which we already had at max, but it'll at least give him crystallize. And just keep looping the dragons until we win. Pretty straightforward, and if we ever need to kill something specifically, we can just use her. And that would be, like right now, since we don't have enough damage. Well, we could have taken a skull there. I keep forgetting. Gorgulfa does have a 25% bonus this week, so he actually can kill those with skull for this week only. But we'll throw that with Dragon Soul. And then we can most likely end it out with this. Kristarnex still has a bit of a glitch where it does slightly more damage than it should. I'm pretty sure they'll be fixing that next patch though. But like right now, we'll easily be able to kill it. There we go. It almost is more like a 1-to-1 ratio right now. But that is Lady Ironbeard. As far as her usage, after this week, I'm not quite sure, because of course she is on a 50% bonus this week. Her damage after this week probably will not be enough to actually one-shot many troops, so you do want to consider that with her. As far as getting her, you would mainly get copies of her under the premise that you need brown-blue trait stones, so you definitely want to get at least 6 of her or so, because it is the cheapest brown-blue arcane trait stones that you'll be able to get for a while. Other than that, of course, the event keys that I was referring to earlier, you may want to consider using some, as Gorgulfa is the only legendary in the event key drop pool right now, so you'll have a pretty decent chance of getting him if you open up some of them. So that'll wrap it up for this video. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave in the comment section below. Hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.